everybody, we've just come back from 2 weeks in Scotland, haven't we, Bertie? Hey? And I thought it would be a good idea to put together a video. Sorry, we interrupted Bertie. A good idea to put together a video of all the things that I take on holiday, because I do take all my dogs away with me every time I go away. That just makes life a bit easier on holiday, and just things to think about. Not an exhaustive list, but some of the things that I pack when we're travelling and when I'm going away and staying anywhere. I like to leave places as I find them. I want to be able to go back with the dogs, so just some of the things that I take and some food for thought. And if you wait till the end, I'll type up a list and then you can see an exhaustive list of things that I recommend taking when you're travelling. We've been away for 2 weeks, so if you're going for, let them see your beautiful eyes. If you're going for you know, quite a length of time, then you need quite a few things if you've, especially if you've got more than one dog. And if you've only got one dog, you obviously don't need as much as I take, but just a few things to think about, really. Okay, Bertie? Yeah? Okay. So here goes. Holiday in Scotland at the moment, but I just thought I'd show you the van setup that I do for holidays, because I'll be honest with you, more than half of it is dog stuff that I take with me. So I'll just show you inside the van. I'll just flip this round. Okay, so this is the setup in the van. I have towels hung up and lots of waterproof, so if I get caught out wet, I've got something to dry the dogs off. Obviously the water bowl there, and I do have another spare at the back in there. Baby wipes in there, and then more than enough dog leads, so there's a lead for every dog, and there's a spare as well, a couple of spares, because I think you can use them to tie things up if you have to, like crates and pens if anything goes wrong. So I always have spare rope, really. This covers for my mum's dog. These are my most important. That is soapy water. That is the drinking water. If we go out, I keep that topped up. And that is the soapy water in a pressurised container, which I use for washing all the dogs down. It's just an old weed killer container which has been thoroughly cleaned, and I keep that in the van all the time. If we get dirty bums, if we get dirty feet, if they need a wash before they go back in the van, I use that all the time. So they're my basics. And also at the back here I have a couple of pens so that I can set them up if we have to stop anywhere and we're having like sitting down and relaxing. I set a pen up round the van. I have something that goes along the skirt, which is actually a rabbit hutch, and it goes along there so they can't get underneath. I set the pen up all the way around the van, and then they can have a run in and out and relax, and I know they're safe. So that's how I set the van up for holidays. Obviously I've got a rubbish bin, so if I need to clean anything out, if anybody's sick, lots of baby wipes. There's baby wipes everywhere. It is a mess, I'm sorry, but we are into about 10 days of our holiday at the moment. So that's how I travel for the dogs. Robert, come on. Let's do you next, come on. Do this one, come on. Wait, let's see. Let's give it a wash, come on. I also take for in the house when we stay, lots of pens. All right, guys, stay there. No, stay there. Lots of pens that when we come in and the dogs are wet, which they are wet, as you can see, we've been for a long walk. They've got somewhere to go and they're not on the furniture in the cottage. Well, she says that. Milo's on the furniture. I also bring lots of covers for all the seats so that when the dogs sit down, they're on covers, and lots of mats. So they've got plenty of places to rest whilst keeping the place clean. And then there's another pen. So I take lots of pens away with me. And for outside, again, plenty of water bowls. I've got them in the van, in the house. I take lots of these. These are what I put round the van. I can make a run round the van with them. Here I've used them to shut off the walkway because they have chickens and it stops them coming in the garden. And then there are just a few places in the garden where I don't think the fencing's secure, so I can put them around. So I take lots of these panels. See, there's another panel there. I take lots of these panels with me, and I can use them to secure gardens. I can use them to make runs if we're out, make pens. They're excellent, and they don't take up a lot of room in the van either. This is the view, isn't it beautiful? That's the hen house, there's chickens in there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video and it gave you some food for thought. That's some of the things that I do on holiday, just to make the dogs comfortable, and to keep the place clean, and to make sure I've got the things that I need to make life easy for me. So I'm just going to run through a list now. Firstly, pens and the pen panels. They're really important. You can create a run. Just say you broke down in the van, what would you do with the dog, you know, or if you've got more than one dog. I can always set up a run quickly with all the panels that I've got. Bedding, but take some spare bedding in case there's any accidents and you're not able to get to a washing machine and get the bedding washed. Large water carrier and a small water carrier, so that when you're out and about, I have a little pop-up one that they can have a quick drink out of, but I always keep a large container full of fresh water in the car. Obviously water bottles, water bowls, your drinking bowls, your travel bowls, your food dishes, food and treats. So just because you're on holiday or you're away, don't forget to let them still have the treats. Soapy water. I just find that a real godsend. I don't use the dog shampoo, because when you dilute dog shampoo, it only lasts 24 hours and it can grow bacteria. So I'll use the mild children's shampoo to create the soapy water. And then obviously the pressure pump, so that I can pump it out and it will actually spray the dogs clean. Otherwise, if there's no pressure behind it, it's harder to get them clean. And then I keep a bottle with refill water in it. Are you sleepy? Oh, he's sleeping. Leads, but always carry a spare lead. I've had the snap fasteners break on them, so you know it's useful to have spares. And again, the same with collars. If your collar broke, then you'd be struggling, so just take a spare. Cable ties, I keep cable ties in the van. I find cable ties, you know, if your pen panels that are fastened together, if the fixings break or come apart, then cable ties are really, really useful for that. I always have cable ties in the van. I take fabric pop-up crates as well, which I didn't mention in the video, but the boys always have slept upstairs in the bedroom with us at home. They sleep on the bed and around the floor, but when we're in somebody else's property, I mean, that's not fair to other people, so I take pop-up fabric crates and they sleep in those. Sorry, just excuse me. Quick head change for dogs. Where was I up to? Yeah, pop-up crates, I always have those. And I think, you know, they're just really useful to have. But they sleep in those at night when we're in somebody else's property. Baby wipes, and lots of them, so at least I have at least 3 packets of baby wipes if I have any runny bums or, you know, anything really muddy or anybody's sick. It's not only clean the dog up, I can clean the van up, I can wipe bedding down with them, so lots of baby wipes. Don't forget the toys, you know, just because you're away and you're travelling, your dog will still want to play with the toys. So dog toys, golfing umbrella. I mean, I've got the canopy on the van, but a golfing umbrella, so that if it's a really hot sunny day, your dog will need shade, so that you can create some shade for them. And the other thing that I didn't show is my grooming table. So it is in the van. I'll just put a picture of where it is in the van here. I take off my little pop-up grooming table, but I also, you know, if I've sat down at night and I'm having a drink and I'm just enjoying the view, I what are you doing? I have like a camping table that I've cut out rubber matting top, and I can groom the dogs on that when I'm sat relaxing as well. So you might not want to take a great big grooming table with you, but you know, you can make something that you can use, which I do. I use the camping table with a rubber matting on top. And then obviously grooming equipment, so your brushes, your combs, shampoo, conditioner, hairdryer, and then finally lots of towels, so that if you've been for a walk, you can get your dogs clean with the spray. You can then dry them off and put them in a pen until you know they're fully dry, so that you can let them out in the property. So lots of towels. And I'll do another video of our holidays and show you where they've been and what walks you've had, because you like your walks, don't you? So I hope you found this video useful. Bye. Say bye, Bertie. Bye bye. Say bye, Bertie. Say bye. Yeah. Bye bye.